बरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन जमुनातीरावनचारि जमुनातीरावनचारि जय राधा माधव जय कुञ्ज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद निताई गौर हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल बैक टू प्रभु हरे
Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Today our Baldev Prabhuji will lead. But in the meanwhile, anybody would like to do the Mangalacharan, please?
I can do Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Om Ajnanadvandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yana Tasmai Sri Gurave Namo Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Jana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Padamayam Dadat Shapadantikam Bande Aham Sri Guru Sri Juta Pada Kamalam Sri Gurum Bhushancha Sri Rupam Shagrajatam Shagana Rughanathan Nitam Tam Shojivam Shadvaitam Savadhutam Purijana Shohitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam শ্রী রাধা কৃষ্ণ পাদাং স্বগণললিতা শ্রী বিষ্ণু হে কৃষ্ণ করুণা সিন্ধু দীনবন্ধু জগৎপতে গোপেশে গোপিকা কান্ত রাধাকান্ত নমস্তুতে তপ্ত কাঞ্চন গৌরাঙ্গী রাধে শ্রী বৃন্দাবনেশ্বরী বিশ্ববানুসুতে দেবী প্রণামী হরি প্রিয়ে বাঞ্ছা কল্পতরুভ্যশ্চ কৃপা সিন্ধু এব চ পতিতাং পাবনেব বৈষ্ণব নমো নমঃ জয় শ্রীকৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে Prabhuji, Radha Mataji here. We can hear from Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanat Pramana Krishna devotees. Yeah, I will add Prabhuji. Everybody gets done, right? So I will add some. Nandini Mataji is here, yeah.
It's very good. So you can hear from Nandini Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dhanat Pranama.
Would you like to start, Mataji?
Prabhu, you can continue, Prabhu. I cannot turn on the camera, so please continue.
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna devotees, anybody would like to read the shloka?
Okay, I can read the shloka. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyo cha patitnam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namah. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Sattvat sanjayate jnanam rajaso lobha evacha pramadamoho tamaso bhavato jnanamevacha.
Hari. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna devotees, anyone?
I can also try Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you.
14.17 Sadvat sanjayate jnanam rajaso lova eva cha pramadu mahau tamaso bhavato jnanam eva cha. Back to Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to try? Okay, I will also try. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
No, I want to take that. Okay.
Yeah.
Sattvat sanjayate jnanam rajaso lobha eva cha pramada mohau tamaso Bhavato gnanameva cha. Thank you.
Sattvat sanjayate gnanam rajaso lobha eva cha pramada moha tamaso bhavato gnanameva cha. Okay, anyone else would like to try? Otherwise, we can go past synonyms.
I can try, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Chattat sanjayate jnanam rajaso lobo eva cha pramado moho tamaso bhavato ajnanam eva cha. Hare Krishna.
Sure. Okay. Anyone would like to read the synonyms and the translation? Okay, I will read. Sattvat, from the mode of goodness. Sanjayate, develops. Gnanam, knowledge. Rajasa, from the mode of passion. Lobha, greed. Eva, certainly. Cha, also. Pramada, madness. Moho, and delusion. Tamasa, from the mode of ignorance. Bhavata, develop. Agnanam, nonsense. Eva, certainly. Cha, also. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. From the mode of goodness, real knowledge develops. From the mode of passion, greed develops. And from the mode of ignorance, develops foolishness, madness, and illusion. Hare Krishna devotees, anybody would like to read the purport?
I can do.
Thank you.
But since the present civilization is not very congenial to the living entities, Krishna consciousness is recommended. Through Krishna consciousness, society will develop the mode of goodness. When the mode of goodness is developed, people will see things as they are. In the mode of ignorance, people are just like animals and cannot see things clearly. In the mode of ignorance, for example, they do not see that by killing one animal, they are taking the chance of being killed by the same animal in the next life. Because people have no education in actual knowledge, they become irresponsible. To stop this is irresponsibility, education for developing the mode of goodness of the people in general must be there. When they are actually educated in the mode of goodness, they will become sober in full knowledge of things as they are. Then people will be happy and prosperous. Even if the majority of the people are not happy and prosperous, if a certain percentage of the population develops Krishna consciousness and becomes situated in the mode of goodness, then there is a possibility for peace and prosperity all over the world. Otherwise, if the world is devoted to the mode of passion and ignorance, there can be no peace or prosperity. In the mode of passion, people become greedy and their hankering for sense enjoyment has no limit. One can see that even if one has enough money and adequate arrangements for sense gratification, there is neither happiness nor peace of mind. That is not possible because one is situated in the mode of passion. If one wants happiness at all, his money will not help him. He has to elevate himself to the mode of goodness by practicing Krishna consciousness. When one is engaged in the mode of passion, not only is he mentally unhappy, but his profession and occupation are also very troublesome. He has to devise so many plans and schemes to acquire enough money to maintain his status quo. This is all measurable. In the mode of ignorance, people become mad, being distressed by their circumstances. They take shelter of intoxications and thus they sink further into ignorance. Their further in life is very dark. Their future in life is very dark. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Back to you, Prabhuji.
It's me, Prabhuji. Okay. So let's see how Mataji, what you, if you want to summarize.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So here, telling about the three modes, the Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Out of these things, Sattva Sanjayate Gnanam. So with the goodness, we'll develop the knowledge. So with that knowledge, so we know what is good, what is bad, and it's related to the same shloka that we read yesterday, I guess. So when we are in Sattva Guna, so we'll have a good quality, so we can get attracted to Krishna consciousness. So with that Krishna consciousness, so we can change the society. Slowly we can change the whole world. So, but people who are in the passion, so they are always greedy for more and more in this world. So they are not happy and satisfied. So they are always hankering for more and more. So the people who are in ignorance, they are foolish. So even though they have everything, they are not happy and they are not peaceful. So their life is always troublesome. So they can't enjoy present and they will not be happy in the future as well. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Any other devotees want to share?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah, here Prabhupada clearly says that, when in Krishna consciousness is recommended through the Krishna. Everything, we develop the goodness, and moreover that, through Krishna consciousness, we'll develop the real goodness, the Sattva Guna, and, more than these three modes, Shuddha Sattva. So that is more important. And also here we can see that in the mode of ignorance, for example, they do not see that the killing of animal, they're taking a chance by killing the same animal in the next life. So we can clearly, see that many people here, at least in this country, when they're killing, they don't even realize that it is, because it is if we go to Costco or any place, it is like, displayed very nicely. But if we take actually the people or even the kids to the slaughterhouses and actually see them kill the animals, they will, get something. And I would definitely say most of the kids will never, eat meat or anything. But since people are in the ignorance, they don't even care about it. So that's why everybody has to take up this Krishna consciousness. And here Prabhupada says that then people will be happy and prosperous. Even if the majority of the people aren't happy and prosperous, if certain percentage of population develops Krishna consciousness and becomes situated in the mode of goodness, then the possibility of peace and prosperity. And then we can see that the whole world will become oneness, and there will be no quarrelsome between the countries. Now we are seeing so many quarrels, wars, and all. All this is because of this violence, against the animals. That's what I heard, Prabhuji. Please add, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. So recently, somewhere where I read or heard that smart people or first-class people, they learn just by observing, and they don't do that thing. Second-class people or medium-class people, they learn by experience. They put their finger to the fire, oh, it burns. Then it causes pain, so they'll do it next time. But the lower class people or third class people, even they burn, oh, this time probably it burned. If I put my middle finger, it will not burn. Or if I put the wood fire, it will not burn. So they never learn. So almost like this in the mode of goodness. And we clearly see among us, around us, even myself, like I am from Bengal, so meat eaters. But by Krishna's mercy, somehow or other, came to Krishna consciousness. Now we are honoring Prasadam. So that possible only, as you said, Prabhuji, by Krishna consciousness coming in as devotees, we can rise upper level and learn how to lead a devotee life. And when once become devotee, they are selfless. As they're selfless, there's no question of fighting. They follow the Trinadu Toropi Shoishnera. When we imbibe those philosophy in our life, we respect others. And even we are not responsible for any bad things, and it falls on us, we accept that also. There's a pastime by Chaitanya Charitamrita that Lord Nityananda, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his Parshad used to do a Harinam Sankirtan whole night at the Srinivas Thakur house, right? And no other people are allowed to come in. So whole night kirtan was done, but people who are envious and who are not get invited, they are trying to punish at least Srinath Thakur because it has been happening at his house. So what happened? One day they put all the meat, alcohol, all those of forbidden things in front of the Srinath Thakur house, in front of his house, outside, and calling others, look, Srinath Thakur, being a Vaishnava, he is doing all the tamasic puja, everything, all the ingredients in front of him. Srinath Thakur came out and saw everything, and he, rather than accusing others, he's telling, oh, look how low I am. How low I am. Even a Vaishnava, I'm doing all these nonsense things. But nobody accepting his words because everybody knows he's a pure Sattva-guna, Shuddha, polished person. So that is the power of the Tina Vishu Nichanata or Vishwasnana. So that way we can imbibe the Vaishnava qualities. And even Prabhupada was saying, even some percentage people like our ISKCON USA target within 2035, at least 3% population is to be Krishna conscious. So we all have to work hard. We all have to preach inside, outside, at work, and distribute Prabhupada books especially to make that goal, that 3% population of USA be Krishna conscious. So if you come to certain percent of people in Krishna consciousness, definitely there's a hope. Otherwise, it will be more hellish for all of us to live, whether it's USA or India. And so looking at the devotees, we know the quality of the Sattva Guna, and we know very well of the passionate people activities. They are always giddy, always more and more hankering, more sense enjoyment. But lowest quality, that is the Rajagunas. They are always in the darkness, no knowledge at all. Sattva-guna knowledge, the opposite is darkness, is the tamasic, the tamoguna. So, but it's possible also to preach to them, and that is the highest quality, and that's we see that Jagai Madai by Nityananda Mahaprabhu was by Nityananda, they are get the Krishna's mercy. So Prabhupada's books can make everything possible, and especially in USA we see mostly in the Rajagunas and Tamas Gunas. So it's possible by Prabhupada's mercy, and the world will become in at least some kind of peace. And that is my understanding, Prabhuji. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Babji. Anyone would like to add anything? This beautiful shloka.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Nicely explained, Prabhu, about these three modes of material nature, with whom we are always associated with, and as a Krishna conscious or practicing a Krishna consciousness, always we have to try to keep our modes to the mode of goodness, and also should have a goal to go to the higher consciousness, which is the pure goodness. So Prabhuji, only devotional service and practicing, and with the association of the devotees, acharyas and shastras, it is possible. And on the top of everything, our desire is also important. How we want to spend that each and every moment in I mean, I'm talking about myself, my life. That is my will, and Krishna would never control someone's free will. He gave free will to everyone. Now that is my choice. How I want to use that. So, and also Prabhuji gave the pastime of Angan Srivas Thakur's home, and the person name was Chapal Gopal. The Chapal Gopal was so um, envious to Srivas Thakur, and he tried to prove himself that he is the great, and then put Srivas Thakur down in front of everyone. But as Prabhuji mentioned, that everyone knows how Srivas Thakur is, how he was a Shuddha Sattva. So that's why no one believe it. And actually the Chapal Gopal got the punishment in this life. He had leprosy, and once, and he met with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he begged mercy, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually gave him mercy, and the leprosy was cured. So that is Mahaprabhu's mercy, Krishna's mercy. So most abominable person, if he gets this, he wants to get the shelter and ask mercy from the Lord is so merciful, he will forget everything, and he give the mercy. So that is the supremacy of the Lord, that is the kindness of the Lord. So that's what Prabhuji, everyone should be careful about their action, what they are doing in everyday life, as well as even if in the devotional path also, like what I am doing, whether I'm doing it without offense, with offense. As for example, when I'm chanting, so the 10 offenses, whenever I think about that, I feel like, oh my God, my distraction is the biggest offense I'm doing when during Harinam, when I'm thinking about something and coming in my mind, and again it's coming and going, and bring my mind to focus on Krishna's name. So it's those all the things I should rectify myself while I'm doing the practicing my Krishna consciousness. And that's Prabhuji I would like to add here. And also another thing I just would like to add here, that sometimes some people, they criticize Hare Krishna people. They say, oh, Hare Krishna people are coming, they will ask donation, or oh, maybe they will give a big lecture. But that way, when they may not be at all related to the Hare Krishna, or they just don't like Hare Krishna people, they criticize them. But as they are taking the name of Hare Krishna, maybe knowingly, unknowingly, they are getting the Agyata Shukriti. It's called Agyata Shukriti. So some way they are getting that benefit of chanting the holy name. So but and with their will and Krishna's mercy and devotees eagerness to preach them, someday they will also become a devotee. So that's why we have to try our best to make someone a Krishna conscious, and at least try. If we try, definitely someday it will happen. May not be tomorrow or day after tomorrow, but definitely someday. Back to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So you're on, but yeah, especially how one can elevate with this Krishna consciousness. So that's why our Srila Prabhupada has given us a very simple process. A, B, C, D, how Shubhalas Prabhu also always mentions. Always try to association of the devotees. Read book, B for books, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. C for chanting the holy names, and D for devotional service. Our diet, Krishna Prasadam, and visiting the holy places, entering the Vrindavan. So with this simple process of no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and chanting, our prescribed rounds, 16 rounds minimum, we can easily get rid of this 3 modes. So as we can know that, with the goodness, of course, you can reach the higher planets. With the passion, you are engaged in the fruitive activities and are in the earthly planets. Ignorance taking in the lower birth in the lower planets or animal kingdom. But we have to reach to Shuddha Sattva beyond this. So, of course, the goodness will give us the purity, the Nirmalam, Gnanam, the knowledge, and Urdhvam, heavenly planets to Brahmaloka. with the passion, dukkam, lobha, kama, krodha, lobha, madamatsya, and ignorance, agnanam, moha, hellish planets. So, but our main aim should be to be in Krishna consciousness and serve the devotees as much as possible, serve the mankind, give as much prasadam, distribute that way. That's why our aim is now in Ecclesiasticon Temple to get a center and a temple so that we can serve more people. So with that being said, anybody would like to add anything? Okay, maybe we can read one more shloka.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes, Mataji, please.
I'm just going to be for fun or trivia, going to ask you a question. Anybody can try to answer. So Goswamis, did they display mode of passion and did they display mode of ignorance? Goswamis, think about it and
Goswamis are always in Shuddha Sattva, right, Mataji? So, but what they displayed is that question? Okay.
yeah.
So, Mataji,
Yeah.
yes, definitely. Like as you said, like I'm just giving the analogy. Like Hanuman, he burned the Lanka. This is a passion,
Yeah.
but this is he did for Krishna, Bhagavan Ram.
Yeah.
So still it is Shuddha Sattva.
Very nice. How about Sanatan Goswami in the Rath Yatra? He wanted to be in front of the chariot of Jagannath. He wanted to crush himself under the wheel of Lord Jagannath. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that is mode of ignorance, Mataji.
Yeah. So that is what I was saying.
Yeah.
Rajas and Tamas, did they display any Rajas or Tamas?
Tamas. That
But-
time he was in mode of ignorance.
I mean, displaying.
Display. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Internally, Lord Chaitanya says that if that is the desire that Lord Jagannath's chariot may take me back to Godhead, it's a good desire.
Yeah.
But for us, for a external observer, it's a showing of tamas, ignorance. How about Rajas? Did they show any passion?
Yeah, they were passionate about chanting the holy name, practicing their devotional service. Is that
Mataji
passion?
is asking mode of passion, any quality.
Yeah.
Any pastime? Yeah, any pastime there.
Thinking, Mataji.
So Mataji,
Huh.
when bribing the gatekeepers of the jail,
Yes, very good. Yeah. Yeah, they did show some externally. Also, they lied, right? They lied that they were sick and they were studying at home.
Yeah, if we consider that, that time they were not become
Initiated, but they were, yeah.
Yeah, they were, because when they were serving the king, that Muslim king, that time they were in the mode of passion because they were in a big position.
Yeah.
actually they are never mode of passion. They are just
Shuddha passion.
Yeah,
We
they
say
are
Shuddha Sattva, right?
that's
Shuddha
right.
Rajas.
Never in that mode, but they're displayed just for pastimes.
For the pastimes, yeah.
How about when Sanatan Goswami was carrying that that shawl, the expensive shawl? Was he attached to it?
No, Mataji.
He was not attached, but he, as you said, he was displaying. So it's mode of passion, Rajas, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you so much. I just wanted some discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much. Carry on.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for wonderful trivia. Hare Krishna devotees. Anybody would like to add anything before I think we can read one more shloka.
Yeah,
Mm.
Prabhu, I
Yes.
just would like to add here that mode
Yeah,
of
yes,
passion.
ma'am.
Prabhupada also showed mode of passion when he was someone gave him a lot of money for building temples. So that also considered as mode of passion, but it's displaying, as Mataji is saying, it's the displaying. So for even if the devotees, like when they do, suppose you are doing Prabhuji book distribution and getting the donations, but you are doing for Krishna, for ISKCON Tampa, for Srila Prabhupada. So it's displaying the mode of passion, but actual goal is the mode of goodness.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. As
Thank you.
Mataji says, it is Shuddha Rajas, Shuddha Tamas. So
Yeah.
that's
Like,
it becomes the
very nice. Like making a temple, must we have to have that passion of
yes,
Rajas.
yes,
Otherwise, temple construction is possible. Going, getting all the materials, ingredients,
correct.
those things. But ultimately, these are Shuddha Sattva because of Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, we are high time. We have to be in that mode now for Tampa. Yes, thank you. Okay, devotees, anybody would like to add anything? Okay, anybody would like to read in the next shloka?
हरे कृष्णा
Hare
हरे
Krishna.
कृष्णा दंडवत प्रणाम सभी के चरणों में ऑल ग्लोरी टू शिला प्रभुपाद ऊर्ध्व गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्था मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसा जधन्य गुणवृत्तस्था अधो गच्छन्ति तामसः हरे कृष्णा
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Can I read, Prabhuji? Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
ma'am. Thank you, Mataji.
ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्ता मध्य तिष्ठन्ति रजसां जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्था अधो गच्छन्ति तमसा. Back to Prabhu. Hare Krishna,
Thank
Prabhuji,
you.
Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else would like to try devotees? ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्था मध्ये तिष्ठानि राजसा जगन्यागुणवृत्तिस्था अधो गच्छन्ति तामसा.
I can try, Puja. Uddam gachanti sattastha madhye tishtanti rajasa jaganna guna vrittistha ato gachanti tamasa. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Anybody else would like to try before we?
I can try, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्था मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसः जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थः अधो गच्छन्ति तामसः. Back to Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to try? Okay, we can move on to the synonyms and translation. Anyone would like to read? Yeah, I will read synonyms and translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Udvam, upwards, Gachanti, go, Sattvastha, those situated in the mode of goodness, Madhya, in the middle, Tishtani, well, Rajasa, those situated in the mode of passion, Jaganya, of abominable, Guna, quality, Vrittistha, whose occupation, Ada, down, Gachanti, go, Tamasa, persons in the mode of ignorance. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to the higher planets. Those in the mode of passion live on earthly planets. And those in the abominable mode, ignorance, go downwards to the hellish planets. Anyone would like to read the purport? So maybe a couple of devotees also can read.
yeah I can read
Yes, Mataji, please.
if everybody can understand. Okay.
Yeah,
Hare
yeah.
Krishna. In this verse, the result of action in the three modes of nature are more explicitly set forth. There is an upper planetary system consisting of the heavenly planet, where everyone is highly elevated according to the degree of the development of the mode of the goodness. The living entity can be transferred to various planets in the system. The highest planet is Satyalok or Brahmalok, where the primary person of the universal Lord Brahma resides. We have seen already that we can hardly calculate the wondrous conditions of life in Brahmaloka. But the highest conditions of life, the mode of goodness can bring us to this. The mode of passion is mixed. It is a middle between the modes of goodness and ignorance. A person is not always pure, but even if he should be purely in the mode of the passion, he will simply remain on the earth as king or rich man. But because there are mixture, one can also go down. People on the earth, in the mode of patience or ignorance, cannot forcibly approach the higher planet by machine. In the mode of patience, there is also the chance of become made in the next life. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else would like to read the last two paragraphs? Okay, I will. The lowest quality. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
No, Prabhuji, you read, Prabhuji.
No, after you, Mataji.
Okay. The lowest quality, the mode of ignorance, is described here as abominable. The result of developing ignorance is very, very risky. It is the lowest quality in material nature. Beneath the human level, there are 8 million species of life, birds, beasts, reptiles, trees, etc. And according to the development of the mode of ignorance, people are brought down to this abominable conditions. The word tamasaha is very significant here. Tamasaha indicates those who stay continuously in the mode of ignorance without rising to a higher mode. Their future is very dark. There is no opportunity for men in the modes of ignorance and passion to be elevated to the mode of goodness. And that system is called Krishna consciousness. But one who does not take advantage of this opportunity will certainly continue in the lower modes.
Thank you, Mataji. Would like to add anything?
Prabhuji, here it says what I read is that this always the mode of goodness is the best among the others, mode of passion and mode of ignorance. Mode of ignorance and mode of passion, goodness is still good and better than the mode of passion and mode of ignorance. And because still the goodness, as Prabhupada says, is still it's a bind by the golden chain, because mode of goodness involves a person's high knowledge. They are knowledgeable, they are illuminative, they are all at the same time very kind and very disciplined. So those are also attachment, a big attachment in this material world, that I am very knowledgeable, I know many things, I am better than others. So that's also a big attachment of mode of goodness. But still it's better than the mode of ignorance and mode of passion. And as Prabhupada explaining that the ignorance, mode of ignorance is very, very abominable, very bad. And as we read yesterday about Prabhupada, this in the purport, and Prabhupada in his lecture also mentioned about this cow killing how cows are tortured every day, and so it's so important to save the cows, and because they're our mother, they give us milk which is so pure. And as Prabhuji was explaining, that cows, everything is pure, is cow's urine, cow dung, cow milk, so everything is pure. And they also cry for this torture, and in front of the cow might have their family also, like their husband, wife, calves, all are there in front of everyone. They're killing so brutally, murdered actually by human. And so, but as Prabhupada is telling, maybe next life the man is killing the cow in this life, and next life the man will be a cow and the cow will be a man, and this opposite thing will happen. So that's why it's important to prohibit this brutality. Don't know, someday definitely it will come when all the cows will be saved and people will more incline towards vegetarian food, and not and also in science. I'm working in a cancer center, and so much patient, and I mean our cancer centers, there is a big in Lando Lake area, there is a big center already developed, where the thousands of patients will be treated. So that means there the cancer patients are increasing every year, every year. So much people are affected by cancers, by heart disease here. Doctors are present in this call, so they know very well than me. But it's spreading everywhere, spreading everywhere. It's so bad, and because of the food, what we are eating, that's very important. And Americans are mostly depends on those burgers, meat, and they are so happy eating those, and they declared, oh, I did this, I did that, I did. So much intoxication everywhere. So everything is like mode of ignorance in this age of Kali. So it's so important to have the Krishna consciousness, which will remove this tamasa, as Prabhupada is telling, remove this ignorance, and that's why it is important to have Krishna conscious life, to save ourselves. That's the savior. One of our friend today, just he was asking me, like, how I'll get mukti from all those sufferings. I said that just pray to Krishna and be Krishna conscious, then you will get the mukti and you will live with Krishna. So like she was asking, she is a very materialistic person. She was asking me that. So that's the only way. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Vikevalam, Kalavanasti, Kalavanasti, Evanasti, Nasti. Kalavanasti, Evanasti, Evanasti, Vagatir Annatha. So that's the only thing, only Gati, Hare Nam, in this age of Kali. Back to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very well. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhuji, would like to add anything? Baldev.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, as this verse clearly says that if we practice mode of goodness, we can go to the higher planets, that is the upper planets, then our Earth, and people are in the patient, they stay in the earthly planets, and on ignorance, they go to the hellish planets. So we see that we'll be back. If we stay in these modes, whether it's a good mode, passion, that goodness, or passion, or ignorance, still we're bound in this material world. So, but at first we have to come to mode of goodness. Then we can come to the Krishna consciousness. So, mode of goodness means there's a saying in Krishna consciousness that first we have to be conscious, then Krishna conscious. So, first we have to be conscious means we have to come to a mode of goodness, and then Krishna consciousness we can give a layer. That will take us to beyond this material world, go back to the Godhead. So, that only possible with the association. The other day we were discussing, right? definitely we are born with a mode depending on past karma, but our association either can take us up or can low. So especially in Krishna consciousness, by Prabhupada's mercy, we see people like me who are in the mode of ignorance, at least came out some level of passion or in between passion goodness. So because of the association, as you said, A, B, C, D. So without association, it is hardly possible. And how people are ignorant, that we see their everyday life, especially like we see young people taking drugs. And by taking drugs, they get infection in the heart valves. They get free operation. And again, they go back and take drugs. Again, get infection on that prosthetic valve. They still don't learn. They do the same thing. And they get the death sentence because surgeon will not do this again and again because it's very high risky. And we see they die in front of our eyes, very young age. But they don't learn. They're that much of mode of ignorance. So, but we see that in some jails, prisons, there's Krishna consciousness preaching is going on. I forgot the other day they were telling, right? One prisoner has become Krishna conscious, then he started preaching to others. I forgot, probably. So that preaching has to be done everywhere, and in Europe, is most likely Belgium. There's a house for the persons who are in the street. We can tell them who have no home, homeless people. And they're in the homeless people, if you have an experience, they get some government money for the daily expenditures, and they use this money to buying the drugs and those things. But ISKCON is to go only one day and with the prasadam. And the government saw a lot of changes in the residents who are homeless. And few shelters now, they given to ISKCON only, that they can, government will give the money, ISKCON will do the prasadam and the classes. So before ISKCON used to do 2 days or 1 day. But seeing the changes among the residents, that they are coming out of those bad habits, they are becoming more manly and social. So ISKCON got, every day ISKCON provides prasadam and government gives the money. It's a Milan, Italy, Milan or somewhere. So because of the association is possible. Even the people of ignorance can come out to the mode of goodness or pure goodness. That is the only hope. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Still have few minutes, Prabhuji.
So let me ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah, sure, Mataji.
Okay. So if you scrutinizingly study this sloka, it says people going down go to hellish planets. Between earth and hellish planets, what resides? We have studied this in Bhagavatam.
All the hellish planets are these, right, Mataji? Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Mahatala.
No, they are lower Bilba Sarga. They are
Yeah.
subterranean planets.
Okay.
They are
So
not hellish planets. Hellish planets comes in Bhagavatam, Canto 5th, 26th chapter.
okay, lower than these planets, right?
Yeah, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Patala.
Okay, okay.
And below Patala is Naraka.
Naraka.
Yeah. So can anybody remember any names of any hellish planets? Because this 5th canto, lot of devotees were made by distributing 5th canto. Because when people read this, so definitions of hellish planets, they get really shaken up.
Road up.
Yeah, Raurava. Very good. What happens there? A person who killed animal becomes a Ruru.
Yes.
Yes, very nice, Baldev Prabhu. Raurava. Which others are? 526. You can open the summary of the 526.
Prabhuji can open.
526. Sure, Mataji.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen.
Second paragraph. Baswati Mataji, do you remember any names of the hellish planets? SB 526.
What?
Do you remember any names of the hellish planets?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, Tamishra, Tamishra, Raurava, like Baldev Prabhu said, Maharaurava, Kumbhipaka, Kalasutra.
Baitarani. Oh, Baitarani also hellish planet. I thought Baitarani is a river.
They both, there is a
Okay.
hellish planet. Puyoda, Pranarodha, Viva, Vishasana. Now, once somebody who steals somebody's money, he's sent to the hell called Tamishra. A man who tricks someone and enjoys his wife is put into the hell known as Andha Tamishra.
Hmm.
Then the next is Raurava. There the animals he killed take birth as creatures. If you go down, Prabhu, sorry. Yeah. Called Rurus and cause great suffering for him. So we can. Then Kumbhipaka is where he's put into in a pot. Kumbhi is pot and Pak is there is a liquid there. He's put into that. Killer of the Brahmana burns in Kala Sutra. Boiled in oil. Kumbhipaka is boiled in oil. So this is all Ashipatravana. So my question for your research on your own is that then who goes to the subterranean planets? Or the planets between the Earth and Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, those ones? It's for research. I don't know the answer either.
So there is planets there, Mataji, right, in between.
Yes, between Earth and this.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Bali Maharaj goes to Sutala planet, right, Mataji?
Yes, yes.
So that is like a devotee staying there, or how is that planet?
Mataji, there's some discussion that happened in the Alachua temple with Radharaman Swami.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bali Maharaja's families may be staying there because Vishnu is the god,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
Then one planet it says Bhairava and Bhairavi are there, and then it in one planet it says that three types of women come and grab the soul that newly arrives, Yakini or Dakini or something, and then every planet has a definition, and one planet has only snakes with the hoods on which there is a light. And those jewels shine the subterranean planets. There's no other electricity. There is no other solar energy there. There's no other light there.
So Radha Mataji, there is also Shorgo. There is also a lot of enjoyment called Billo Shorgo. Though Patal, but no light only, the difference.
Yeah, and you're right. There's a lot of enjoyment. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Mataji, just now you have told that in this, have you seen Garuda Purana? Garuda Purana is a manual guide to us. Everybody will get shy regarding to read Garuda Purana. I have read so many times because in Garuda Purana, what you told just now, the punishments of Lord Yama will give. Lord Yama is also incarnation of Lord Sri Krishna. So what to do and what not to do? What are the punishments to human being to cheat a friend, to stolen the materials?
Money. Yeah.
So these are all in Garuda Purana. My humble request to all our devotees through this our satsanga, everybody we should know about Garuda Purana also. Garuda Purana has described Lord Sri Vishnu to Garuda. So it is not a sin or not a wrong. It is a manual guide. That is my humble request, Mataji.
Thank you so much. Jai. And then
Hare Krishna.
thank you so much. And then what happens is in Bhagavatam, next chapter, when Parikshit Maharaj hears all these subterranean planets, he gets so moved that he asks Krishna, is there no hope for this? Sukdev Goswami. So what happens to these people? He was so devastated. And then there comes the story of Ajamila, the holy name. How holy name can deliver us all. Back to you, Prabhu. Thank you so much for listening and
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing about Garuda Purana. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else would like to add anything? Yeah, as Prabhuji said, we have to once, I think we should all read. Once we complete our Bhagavad Gita study, we can read other scriptures. So, thank you so much. Yeah, so this is very important. Most common metaphor used for these modes of three modes, like we think of these. I think when we see the Bhagavad Gita, right, there is a puppet holding these three ropes. So Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. That's what I was thinking. And we discussed earlier, like these three modes are like gold chain, gold handcuffs, and silver handcuffs, and iron handcuffs. But when we take to Krishna consciousness, it is all no handcuffs at all. We can directly get freedom from this Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. I think we are at the top of the hour. Anyone would like to add anything before we pause for today? Okay, Prabhuji and Mataji. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो
Thank you so much.
जय भगवद गीता जय की जय all devotees की जय नंदिनी
Pranam Mataji and Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much,
Prabhupada,
ISKCON
Prabhuji.
devotees ki jai, Nandini Mataji ki jai,
Radha
Hare
Bihari
Krishna.
Mataji.
Thank you so much.
Baldev Prabhu ki jai, Radha Biharini Mataji ki jai, Baswati Mataji ki jai.
all
All Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare